Welcome back to my channel, Northbound with Alexia. I said I was going to share my experience here being in Canada, and I felt the need that I should share this experience that I'm about to talk about with you because it's also important. Now, as a newcomer in Canada, owning a car can be pretty expensive. You're looking at car payments, whether it's leasing or financing, right? So that in itself is a big expense. Plus you have insurance, right? So along with those expenses, you also have maintenance costs, right? Because the car that I have was on warranty, I could not do much in terms of doing stuff myself. No, my car is no longer on warranty, so I decided that to cut costs on maintenance for the vehicle, I decided to do some of the maintenance myself. So in today's video, I'll be attempting to change my engine oil. I really want to see how that works out. Hopefully it works out well. Hopefully no injury or any problems with the engine. I finish with attempting to do an oil change myself. Now, the reason why I chose to do the oil change by myself is I recently went to the mechanic and he told me that I need servicing, right? And a part of the servicing is the oil change. So the engine oil filter and the engine oil, and also the air intake filter. However, today I won't be changing the air filter because I don't think it really needs a changing now. If it does, I can change that in the future, right? Now, as I attempt to change this oil filter and engine oil, I'm specifically changing the engine oil on a 2020 Ford Escape SE. It's a 3-cylinder engine. So I'll be sharing with you the tools, the cost of the tools, and the servicing parts for the job that I will be doing now. Also, I want to share with you that when I went to the mechanic, the cost for the maintenance that needed to be done on my vehicle was going to cost $340. So I decided that's way too much for me. So I went ahead and I went to purchase all the items to do the oil change. After I'm finished with the oil, I'll show you all the items that I got, and afterwards I'll leave photos of the receipt for the cost of the items, okay? So for the items I got, let me show you for the items I got. I got this, which is a jack for lifting the vehicle to get under the vehicle to change the oil filter and to drain the oil. This I got at Dollarama. I got this at Dollarama. It's a funnel because I decided I wasn't going to spend $8 on a funnel. Or if this does not work, what I'll do is cut the top of a bottle and use it as a funnel. You have to improvise, guys. This is a tool used to remove the filter. This is the oil I got. It was on sale, so I got this one, and they said it can work for my vehicle. This is the oil filter that I'll be using today. This is the drain pan that I'll be draining the oil in. And this is the socket set and wrench I got to remove all the necessary bolts that needs to be removed in order to change the filter and change the oil. I bought this from a while back just in case if I need any additional sockets. So this is my engine. This is the dipstick for testing the oil, and this is the oil cap with the oil in. So we'll be pouring the oil in here. So we're going to go under the vehicle to gain access to the bolts that covers the drain plug and the filter from underneath the car. Okay, I lift the car up to the point where I can get underneath, right? So always remember, safety first. Safety is the #1 priority. Whenever you put a car on a jack, ensure that you have stuff to secure the car from moving. So for me, I don't have anything apart from pieces of board that I'm going to put behind the vehicle to ensure that it doesn't move. So that's first. So these are the pieces of board that I have. So I'm going to put it underneath the back end of the tires. Also, I'm putting some underneath the front tires as well. Okay. just as a little security. When I'm back in Jamaica, they would put a stone at the back to keep the car from moving. Bad practice, but you have to improvise. Maybe I need to get the proper thing to do it because now I'm invested in doing certain things myself. So first, we are going to check, pull the dipstick up, and look at this. Really needs a changer. Gonna leave this out for now because we're gonna vent it so the oil runs out. So once I've reached underneath the car, might as well. I'm gonna open this cap for the oil to create a suction once I've opened the drain plug underneath the tank so that it flows faster, right? Just want to lift the vehicle high enough where I can get under it and access the bolts. Just double checking that the park brake is on. Okay. I feel like I'm okay with that. Using a piece of board, or I can't find any board, so I'll be using a box. As I said, guys, you have to improvise. I'm gonna access the bolts by using this piece of box to lay and go under the car, right? But first, before I do that, I wanted to put extra measures in place so that if this jack fails, then there's something else to bear the weight when I'm under there. So I'm going to use my other jack that comes with the car. So this is the jack that comes with my vehicle. So I'm going to put it under it as an extra layer to protect me just in case if that jack fails, right? Can never be too safe, guys. Better safe than sorry. There you go. I feel I feel secure putting both jacks under the car. So just in case one fails, then the next one will still be in operation, right? We're going under the car now to access the bolts to remove the cover that covers the cover that covers the oil filter. I'll be bringing this one and this to check the measurement for the bolts. Guys, it's so awkward to work under this thing. It's not funny. Keep the bolts safe because you're gonna need them back to put the cap to secure back the covering for the housing or the oil tank. So what I'll be doing, I'll be leaving one of the bolts to the front of the car in so it holds it up while I'm underneath so it doesn't fall in my face. Guys, if you don't mind getting dirty or stuff like that, this is an interesting task. Wow. That was scary just now. It almost gave me a heart attack because I'm like, what's happening now? Guys, so you have to use one arm to untighten and then the other arm to hold the cap up so it doesn't fall in your face. There you go. So this was what I was talking about, guys. So this covers the housing for the filter and the oil tank. This covers that. I'm gonna move it, put it over here for now, and then so I'm gonna get some gloves. So for this part, I'll be wearing gloves because it's gonna be a bit oily, right? But before I attempt to move it, I'm gonna show you what underneath it looks like. This is the filter. This is the filter. This is the drain plug. This is the drain plug for the oil pan, and this is the oil pan. I'll be opening this and I remove this filter. So I'm about to remove the engine oil filter and replace it with this brand new one. And then I'm going to drain the oil. And this is the tool I'm using. So this is a 5/8 socket, the small ratchet. This is all I have for now. So I'm gonna start draining the oil and changing the filter. Pray for me that the car doesn't fall at all. Hopefully I'll be safe. Finish draining the oil, changing the filter. So now we're gonna pour some oil in. To ensure that I don't have any spill, I'm gonna use this. Maybe I should have gotten a bigger funnel. This is gonna take some time. You have to improvise if you don't have all the necessary stuff. Make sure whatever you're using is dry, no moisture is in there, and it's clean. Wow. You also make sure that there's none leaking out underneath. Okay. Looks good so far. I'm gonna check the level before I put all of it in. Yep. Then we're gonna close it up and then give it a start to pressurize the oil system so we can know if there's any leak underneath. Double check if there's any leak. No leak. Can start without the key. So we're running for a minute. I don't like the sound of the engine. But there's a vibrating sound on the engine. I don't like that. I mean, that was there before I did the oil change, to be honest. But so I'm gonna run it for a few minutes. Get stuff cleaned up in the meantime. Drain this oil. So I'm letting it run some more to test it while I remove this oil from under the car. So this is the oil. It's oh. So I removed everything that I don't need. Just letting it run for the next minute or so. Then I turn it off. Let it sit for 10 minutes and check the oil level. And then that's it. It's a wrap. So now I'm gonna put back the covering underneath, right? Always remember safety first. Always wear your safety gears. This is important. Anything to fall in your eyes now? No. I'm comfortable that there's no leaks. So I'm gonna put the place at the cover. It's so awkward to get this in. Oh, I have one more. I'm finished with that. I'm gonna check the level of the oil in the car now because it has been sitting for a while. Yep. So yes, I did it. I've successfully changed my engine oil and engine oil filter, and hopefully I have no leaks. I will monitor it to see if there's any leak, if I tighten the filter properly or the drain plug properly. So I'll be monitoring it for a few days and checking the oil level to see if everything is okay. And I'm so proud of myself. I saved myself a lot of money. Now I have all the tools to properly change my engine oil and also the engine oil filter. So I've come to realize that living in Canada, you have to invest in tools if you want to cut costs. Tools can be expensive, but eventually it will work out and it will be better for you because you now have the tools to do the job, so you don't have to pay for labor costs. You can try to do it yourself. You get what I'm saying? So that's one of the things I wanted to share with you. You have how to cut cost because cost of living here is very high. Anywhere you can cut costs in whatever you're doing, try your best to cut costs so you can save or use that money to invest in something else. So this is one of the ways I think that I can cut costs, and I can share with you for you to look into what I'm saying and maybe trying that route. Maybe it's not for everyone, but you can try. So for me, I'm gonna save a lot in the future. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like my videos. Peace.